What's going on, everybody? Once again, this is Mr. Spann, and this is Life as I See It here on Spann TV. Thanks for checking me out again. And today I want to talk about light skin versus dark skin and the president. A lot of political news has been made lately about some comments made by Nevada Senator Harry Reid when he was describing Barack Obama and the probability of Barack Obama becoming president of the United States. He spoke about Barack Obama being light-skinned. He spoke about Barack Obama speaking with a quote-unquote Negro dialect, or not having one, or just having one when he chooses to have it. And a lot of people are making a lot of noise about it. A lot of Republicans are calling for Harry Reid to resign because of the statement. They go back to a statement that Trent Lott made back in, I don't know, it was like the mid-decade, I forget, like maybe '04 or something like that, where he spoke about Strom Thurmond being elected president. I believe it was in 1948, and Strom Thurmond was a secessionist, or a segregationalist, I'm sorry, and he ran on a Dixiecrat platform where he wanted the separation of the races. And so a lot of Republicans see it as being a double standard, because it's a Democrat who was saying that that was even speaking on Barack Obama being light-skinned and not speaking with the, like I said, quote-unquote Negro dialect or whatever. But what I do think what was going on with Harry Reid, I think he spoke to a larger issue that a lot of us, even in the black community, we have this issue. And it doesn't get talked about a whole lot, but it does get talked about. And I think he spoke with a grain of truth in what he said. There are instances where black folks show favoritism, and white folks show favoritism towards people that are lighter skinned. We see that all the time. I mean, like, even if you were to go back to the O.J. Simpson trial, where it was shown how certain magazines would like darken OJ's skin tone to make him look more menacing, to make him look more scary. And even as a black man myself, I'm not a dark-skinned black man, but I can remember instances where me and my friends, or me and my cousins, we may be walking up the street, and one of my darker-skinned cousins, or just because we were black, period, just seeing women holding on a little bit tighter to their purses, like we didn't have money in our pockets already, or being in the elevator, or just in casual conversation with some people, you can kind of tell sometimes that they have a bit of an uneasiness around dark-skinned black folks, or even with children. When it comes to like dolls or toys, they had a video, not even I think it was something recent. I know I seen it on YouTube, and they had the kids doing the doll test, and the black kids were all picking the white doll, and they were saying that the black doll was ugly, the black doll was bad, and they didn't ask them which doll looks like you, and then they had to pick the black doll because that doll looks like them. So they have this ingrained in them that being dark skinned or being black is inferior to being white or light skinned. And this is something that these kids have picked up on just in watching television, just in watching their parents, just in watching their family. This is just something that they picked up on. These kids are too young to have made a conscious decision to look at themselves as being inferior. So, like I said, with what Harry Reid said, I do think what he spoke about had a grain of truth to it. I think what really catches people off guard is that even though this is something that we do talk about in the black community, I think a lot of black folks are, I don't know if we want to say stunned, but a lot of black people were a bit surprised that someone else, I guess, outside of the black community was picking up on that, and that was knowledgeable of it. But I'm sure, just as well as we talk about it in the black community, white people and Hispanic people also talk about it in their communities as well. There is what would you say, like an air of dangerousness when it comes to dark-skinned people. It just is, and like it's been that way for a while now. So when Harry Reid spoke to Barack Obama having a chance, excuse me, of having a chance of being the first African American president because he was light skinned, because he didn't speak with a Negro, quote unquote Negro dialect. He was speaking from from truth. I mean, look at who was the first governor, first African American governor. Douglas Wilder was a very light skinned man. If you look at Harold Ford Jr., a very light skinned man. Light skinned people have a very big advantage when it comes to seeking political office. And it's not because black folks are just voting for them because they're black, because there aren't enough black people to do that. It's because there are a lot of white people who feel safer voting for a light-skinned black man or a light-skinned black woman. And the numbers bear this out. So he was speaking with a grain of truth. And I think this is something that we really do need to talk about. We really do need to have open discussions about this because, to be in 2010 and still be dealing with these type of issues and still be surprised when these type of things are said, I think it's something that we really need to have an open and honest discussion about, and we can have that here on Spann TV. So I'm going to end this video here. I look forward to listening to reading all your text responses, your video responses. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks again for watching Spann TV. Cheers.